Welcome to the introductory presentation of Deltix award-winning software for research and deployment of advanced quantitative strategies, integrated with CitiFX TradeStream platform. The solution is deployed at Equinix and is readily available for any institutional investor who wants to trade Forex through CitiFX. In this demo, we'll study solution architecture, look at time base with real-time code aggregation. We will create a simple FX strategy, we'll backtest it and look at reporting. Also, we will deploy the strategy for production trading. And finally, we will look at example of real-time trading with simulated execution. I'm opening my remote desktop connection to our server at Equinix and opening also QuantServe Architect to view this configuration. It consists of feed connector, which is receiving real-time quotes through TradeStream, aggregator, which has the purpose of aggregating real-time quotes into time base. And finally, it's connected to strategy server, which is configured for real-time production deployment. In addition, the solution consists of Quant Office for development and backtesting of strategies and trading console for running live production deployments. At this point, I would like to click right mouse on the time base administrator, and we will see several streams. Test stream is the one which contains real-time quotes. As I click on command monitor, we are opening it and seeing millisecond timestamp based real-time aggregation of quotes for 22 spot FX pairs. This stream, if I click on command view, presents information from February of 2012, updated with every single quote received by aggregator. Charting capabilities allow us to visualize stream where you can see the present and best bid and best ask. If I click on all of them and zoom to, let's say, 30 minutes, we'll be able to browse through data. In addition, time base configured with 1 minute extended bar, where we create a 1 minute aggregated view from raw tick data and creating mid-price based open, high, low, close values plus millisecond timestamp offsets of high, low, close, and open ticks. And finally, we're counting how many messages were within this minute with best bid and best ask at the end of the bar. At this point, I would like to close time base administrator and start Quant Office and build simple FX trading strategy. So go to chart window and bring tick data for Euro USD spot price. I will tell system that I'm interested in bid and ask. I don't need sizes at this point. So I click on Command OK, and we are getting the price data on the screen. Beautiful. So push command indicator, and the first thing I'd like to do is to build a mid price. So let's go into basic function, weighted sum, and build mid price 50.50. So we've defined mid price as a black line which hovers between consolidated ask and consolidated bid. So let's go build a simple Bollinger Band strategy using the mid price, where I'll define the width of the band, not using the amount of tick, but rather time. So build a 1 minute Bollinger Band using 2 standard deviation. And so I click on Command Add, and here we are. Just got the chart. Next step I'd like to do is to build additional property, which is let's calculate correlation between upper band and lower band. This is the chart which represents to us the moving correlation between upper band and lower band. So we've created this view where we basically got this step function where moving correlation is greater than 0.5. We've got its value 1, otherwise it's 0. Perfect. So at this point, I'd like to go and build trading rules. So first thing we'll do when building trading rules, we'll create names. We'll call Bollinger Band BB, moving correlation MCC. And so I'll start defining trading rules. I'd like to build a breakout strategy, which will be using the following rules. I'm going to buy $10,000 worth of dollars when position is flat or short, and our mid price is above upper band. And so as I define this rule, we can see all the signals right here at the bottom. But I'll add one more condition, and I'll tell system that moving correlation is greater than 0.5. So we'll immediately see all our signals being active only when step function has a value of 1. I'll copy this, I'll paste it, and I'll convert this to a seller rule. So I will be selling exactly the same amount when position is flat or long and price is below bottom band, lower band. That's it. In addition to this, the rules are going to define closing rule. So I've defined two closing rules. I'm going to close position when position is long and mid price is below the middle band, and when position is short and mid price is above middle band. So with that, I've defined 4 trading rules. I push this command and I give strategy name breakout, correlation, mid price, close. So I click on command OK. Strategy is created successfully. Now let's go and study the code of the strategy. So first of all, what just happened when we built this? We've created a fully functional project with all what needs to be done to run the strategy. And so let's go and click on the strategy designer and look at the code. So this entire strategy takes place on tick event, and as we see, the code will be pretty easy to read. It's going to say that let's recalculate first mid price, then calculate Bollinger Band, then calculate correlation, and then visualize the information and define the trading rules. There's something also very useful tool called Diagram Editor, which allows us to visualize everything graphically. So for example, we will be calculating mid price and define Bollinger Band and define correlation. Every block in this view could be moved around. You can copy and paste graphical elements. So this is all used to visualize the flow of the logic. So ultimately we create the strategy. At this point, let's build it. And I also added one parameter, which I call the Bollinger Band width. And so we're going to use this parameter for parametric potential optimization. And this parameter is used to initialize Bollinger Bands. So instead of hard-coded 2, we're going to use this variable r. Okay, let's build it. And now let's run the strategy. So I'm going to click on command run. So let's define parameters. I'm going to trade with Euro USD, Pound USD, Sterling Dollar USD. We're going to use tick charts. And I'm also telling system how I'd like to visualize all the orders. So we've got built in quite a variety of orders, and for each order we also have capacity to visualize the state of order, submitted, failed, partial failed, rejected, so on and so forth. So I click command start, and we'll simulate using mid price. In addition to mid price, we've got additional backtesting options, and we will be choosing the next tick simulation mode, and I'll run 2 different scenarios with 2 and 3 standard deviation width of a Bollinger Band. So let's click on command OK and see what happened. So this is our strategy reporting window, which represents all information for each scenario. We're running 2 different scenarios. Scenario where we have 2 standard deviations and 3 standard deviations. Let's compare them side by side. First of all, let's analyze the results of backtesting. So black line represents the mid price, And according to the logic of the strategy, let's go to the very beginning. We're calculating the Bollinger Bands, and when we start calculating correlations, as soon as price is below bottom band, we are selling, and when price crosses mid boundary, we are covering positions. So in this case, we're buying. And so every trading decisions which we made is visually represented right here. So we can look at all our trading logic, like this is buy decision, this is sell decision. At the bottom pad, we look at P&L. So let me zoom out to 2 hours, and we'll see P&L for EUR/USD instrument. If I go to 2 days, this will be a better picture of P&L. And so P&L for each instrument is represented here. And this is our portfolio chart based upon for 2 standard deviations. So this is the results with 2 standard deviations. If I change, look at 3 standard deviations, we'll see the curve looks differently. And statistics also be different. Total amount of trades when we do 2 standard deviations is 1900, and total amount of trades when we do 3 standard deviations only 401. Interesting report is trade report. For each trade, we are counting not only entry exit conditions, but also excursions, what could have best and what could have worse happened to your trade. In fact, system also allows us to look at distributions. For example, if I want to look at distribution of profitability, and for each bar, I can zoom in and understand most profitable trades, least profitable trades. We can also understand relationship between excursions, for example, percent change and adverse excursion. It gives us a pretty good understanding if we were to set up trailing stops and look at every single trade. At this point, I would like to deploy the strategy which we created to production. So I will be running Trading Console, and I'll tell system this is one strategy already running in production, and what I'd like to do is to add another one. Just tell system that I'd like to add a strategy. I'll choose this breakout correlation, which configuration I named D3. So I pull this configuration. I'd like to edit configuration parameters. I'd like to start the strategy. And strategy will be deployed in production. Let's examine the live performance of a Bollinger Band breakout strategy. So as we can see, the dark black line represents the mid price. We're getting updates of mid prices, and as price was below the bottom band, we went into short position. So now let's look at a trend. We zoom out to 5 minutes. We're receiving the real-time quotes, and we're in a short position. As soon as price will cross the middle band, we'll be covering our position. Meanwhile, we are in the positive P&L, and at this point we send a market order, and market order by cover order was filled, and immediately after that we crossed the upper boundary and we went into buy order to breakout. And so this is the execution of a Bollinger Band breakout logic. Finally, I would like to illustrate the example of previously deployed strategy, which we called CP stop order. This particular strategy was deployed on April 29th, and it runs already almost a month in a fully mechanical way, without any interventions. This is just a simulated execution where we're simulating all fields of orders on the mid price. And this particular strategy is very active. It places pair of stop orders every 20 seconds, like right now. And if price it hits a level, we will enter the position. And for long positions, we will be covering at the bottom, and for short positions, we're going to be protecting at the top. And so this is the strategy which actively trade. That concludes the demonstration. Thank you very much for your attention.